Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here from Pickdawgz.com, bringing y'all my NBA Jam session on April 23rd, 2023, man. We're trying to cook up this NBA per usual, man. If you're looking for more of this great content, y'all know what to do, man. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and drop y'all like down in the comments. As you know, I love going through, seeing who y'all like, man. My best bets, the ones that I'm placing tonight, the ones that I got the most money on, man, can be found in that link in the description. Click it. Takes you right to my handicapper page, man. There you can find my top plays. I know we dropped both yesterday. That's super frustrating. That's the first time since baseball has been back that we dropped both top plays in the same day. We've had, 24-ish days of baseball. So the last 24 days or so, at least the NBA Jam Session play or the MLB play of the day went through. Yesterday was the first day they both lost in the same day. We still were positive, though, premium-wise, 3-2. Just both top plays didn't come to fruition, man. We'll get back on track on both of those. Not too worried. We've been red hot on both. 17-9-1 last 27 on the NBA Jam Session play, and we've hit 16 of our first 22 on the MLB play of the day, man. So we'll get back on track on both of those, man. Best thing to do, instead of just buying my top plays every day individually, man, hop on a long-term package, man. Saves yourself some money as you're, like I said, not buying every play individually. And you get every play that I release for the time frame of the package that you get. So if you hop on a 30-day, you get 30 days of every MLB play that I release, 30 days of every NBA playoff pick that I release, and 30 days of every NHL playoff play that I release as well, man. So hop on some long term. I'm up over 1,000 units last 30 days. I've really been red hot, man. Up over 1,000 units last 30 days across all of the major sports, man. Hop on something long term. Let's continue making money here at Pick Dawgz, man. And you don't have to just take my word for those numbers. The thing about Pick Dawgz is, man, you can go right to that handicapper page, link in the description, and you can see every play that I've ever released since I've been working with the company, man. Every single play. You can go back to NFL season and read the article that I wrote on, per se, my Dallas Cowboys. I know y'all love to give me shit, man. Y'all could go read every article that I wrote this year on the Dallas Mavericks, man. Yes, you can. Nothing to run from. Every play that I've ever made is 100% documented, and you can go back and look at every one of them. So, trying to keep it rolling, trying to keep it rolling, trying to keep it rolling. Like I said, up over 1,000 units last 30 days, man. Trying to keep it rolling. Scoop up something long term, man, and let's continue making money. Follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJ, and y'all know the drill. I'll be back today with my live show, man. It's an hour earlier today, though. 2 Central, 3 Eastern, man, as we're going to try to catch 3 games instead of just the bottom 2. We'll miss the first one with Cleveland, New York. I'm finna cook that up here on the original jam session, but I will be back at, again, 2 Central, 3 Eastern with the guests. We'll run through the last 3 games on the card. Sacramento game, Boston Celtics game, and the Denver Nuggets game. We'll talk about all 3 of those on the live jam session. So come spend some time with us later on today on that show. That's about it, man. Yesterday, what a weird day, man. Not weird. The Bucks just didn't show up. Miami actually hammered somebody at home. I didn't see that coming. I completely saw LeBron and them going stupid, dummy, crazy on them like that, though. That should have been my play of the day. I don't know why it wasn't. I was all over it. It was already on the screen yesterday, all that, man. I hope everybody betted that. I did. And that Lakers first quarter as well, man, as they went dummy on them Grizzlies. You poked the wrong bear, Dylan Brooks. I tried to tell him. I tried to warn him. Just didn't want to listen, man. Lakers show looked real good in that game, man. Cancun Nets at the crib, man. That's hilarious. I want to know if anybody's already in Cancun, for real. Sixers sent them boys home, so it was an overall decent day yesterday. We'll try to keep it rolling, Thank y'all for joining me, and without further ado, let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. In our first matchup of the night, man, we got the Cleveland Cavs out on the road facing the New York Knicks, man. Knicks, home favorites, laying 2.5, total 206.5. Knicks stole game 1 in Cleveland, man. Cleveland then responded, won game 2 really comfortably, man. And then the Knicks turned around, said, watch this, won game 3 in New York by 20 points. Brings us here to game 4, man. I think this is one of the better series, one of the more evenly matched series. I'm excited to watch this one. 12 o'clock start time today. I've been on record saying I think Cleveland wins this series. I think Cleveland is the better team. But I think New York experience has been the key to the series thus far, man. This Cavs team, they're young. They are. Only real person on their team with playoff experience is Donovan Mitchell. The Knicks, at least most of their guys have been here, done that. You got their point guard in Jalen Brunson, who went to the Western Conference Finals last year. You got Julius Randle, who has limited playoff experience, but he did have that good series against the Hawks. So he knows what a playoff style atmosphere was. Most of those Cavs guys, that was their first road game, first road playoff game. And for your first road playoff game to be in an environment like Madison Square Garden was the other day, it's pretty tough. Pretty tough, man. I probably should have seen that coming. Today, though, I think this game is going to be way more competitive. I think their young guys settle in this one, kind of like how we saw them do in Game 2 in Cleveland. They got punched in the mouth Game 1. Game 2, they came in, looked comfortable, settled in, won the game pretty comfortably. I think in this series, this is probably going to be the best game thus far. I don't expect either team to run away with it. But if I had to call a winner, I'm taking the Cavs plus money, man. I think they're the better team. I think they've been the better team all season. I think they pull this one out in Madison Square Garden, man. I just really do. I think this series is going 7. I think, they make some defensive adjustments, and some of the shots that just didn't fall in that Game 3 fall today. Their young guys now have that road playoff experience, man. They now know what to look for, what to expect out on the road, man. I'm going Cleveland on the money line, man. I'm plus money hunting today, man. I think the Cavs get this one done in New York. Not overcomplicating it, man. We probably see a huge game from Donovan Mitchell in this one, hometown. Ties the series up, heading 2-2 back to Cleveland. Hell of a series. I think it's going 7. And I think the Cavs still won back on the road, man. I'm going to take them on the money line here in this. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Sacramento Kings out on the road facing the Golden State Warriors, man. Warriors home favorites in this one, laying 7.5, total 237. Now, we know what's up with this one, man. Kings took the 2-0 series lead. Golden State came back home, won Game 3 and covered. We're 3-0 in this series. Had sacked both games. Had the Warriors last one. In this one, man, if I'm going to be honest, I'm going back to the Warriors in this one. I told y'all at the beginning of this series, I think this is going to be a real home series, meaning every home team wins every home game. And quite honestly, I don't even want to try to grab the points. I'm just going to lay it with the Warriors, as we know what's up with them, man. They're in Chase Center. They're going to flip the switch. They're going to have the magnets in the rim activated, and the shots that they miss in Sacramento, they just don't miss in Golden State, man. Those shots just continue to fall. Curry's going to be getting and 1 threes, pumping up the crowd. The crowd in Golden State always seems to be going bananas, man. They get Draymond Green back in the fold today. We know they're the best home cover team in the league. They've been that all season, the most night and day team I have ever seen. I can't fade the Warriors at home. I can't. On the road, sign me up, man. Y'all know we absolutely love fading the Warriors out on the road, man. At home, it's tough. 28, 13, and 1 ATS. 68.3% of their games they covered in on their home floor. I know the Sacramento Kings were the best road cover team in the NBA. Sacramento ATS on the road, they were 27 and 14. They actually just fell to third after that non-cover in Golden State the other day, but they're now 27 and 15, covered in 64.3% of their games. I think this game is going to be close for majority of it, but I just think the Warriors hit those shots late, man, that we're just shaking our head like, why was I not on the Warriors today? I think that's how this one goes, man. It's probably going to be a tightly contested game, 4 to 5 point range through the third, fourth quarter. And then, like I said, those late fouls get to going. Probably an and 1 3. The momentum completely swings in the way of Golden State. I think Sacramento's ready to get back home, man. I think that's where their wins are going to come from, man. And I've said from the jump this is going to be a 7-game series. And I think Sacramento wins it in 7 because I just can't trust the Warriors to win it on the road. So We'll see how it shakes down. I do think this series goes 2-2 with the Warriors tying it up, heading back to Sacramento. Warriors just go stupid, dummy, crazy at home, man. I can't fade them. We saw how dominant they looked in Game 3. Draymond back in the fold today, man. They probably win this one by double digits as well. 10 to 12 point win for the Warriors. And this one, I'll lay the points here in this one tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Boston Celtics out on the road facing the Atlanta Hawks, man. Boston laying 6, total 232. The Hawks stole Game 3 on their home floor, man. Made it a series 2-1, man, which is kind of unfortunate for the Celtics, man. They needed that win is because their opponent next round, the 76ers, they're done, man. They swept the Nets last night, sent them to Cancun. If you guys can find any pictures of any of those Brooklyn Nets guys in Cancun already, bro, please send it to me. That'll make my day. That is hilarious because I told you I think they would be in Cancun by the end of the night, man. So we'll see if anybody already made it there. But in this one, man, I am taking the Celtics. I'm not going to overcomplicate it, man. I think the Celtics are the best team in the East. I think they're coming out of the East. I said that for the majority of the season. They're the defending Eastern Conference champions, and they're my team that I expect to get to the finals. Yes, they had a hiccup in that last one against the Hawks. Hawks showed up, actually shot the ball well. Trae Young actually was putting the ball in the hole. Do I expect him to do that 2 games in a row? I don't. He actually cashed, he actually hit 2 threes in that last one. On my live jam session, the last time these two guys played, I gave out the under 1.5 threes for Trae Young. I'm going back to that today as well. I think he probably hits 1 or none. He has not been shooting the ball well, putting up tour date shooting numbers, man. Just go look at it, man. It's been terrible. Yes, he hit 2 last game, but I think he was like 2 for 9 from the 3 in that one. He probably goes 1 for 8 today from the 3. The Celtics coming here locked in, focused, D up, and win this game by double digits, man. Let's not confuse ourselves. The Celtics are the better team. Game 1, these boys were up 31 at half. We know they got the nuclear power to blow these boys out to, put the Hawks out their misery. It's just a matter of do the Celtics want to do so. Game 3, they came out lackadaisical, man. Going through the motions. I ain't like what I seen. If the Celtics come in here, man, and play Celtics-type basketball, the basketball we've seen them play for majority of the year, they should win this one by 12, 15 points. So I'm leaning on the Celtics, laying the 6. Atlanta, they did steal Game 3, man, but they lose here and then head back to Boston, and it's over. 4-1 Celtics. I'm going to lay the 6 with Boston here in this one. In our last and final matchup of the night, man, we got the Denver Chicken Nuggets out on the road facing the Minnesota Timberwolves, a.k.a. the House of Disappointment, man. They're getting 3.5 as a home dog, man. Total 232. Nuggets up 3-0. That's how I'm feeling about this one, man. Yes, the Nuggets were the best team in the Western Conference all year. The Nuggets have been on the T-Wolves' ass this series as well. But if I'm going to be honest, I just don't think the Nuggets sweep, man. I don't. And I know this is the House of Disappointment, man. I know I hate betting this team just like we all do, man. They just do nothing but let us down in typical disappointing fashion, a.k.a. their nickname. But I really think getting the 3.5 in this spot today is the right side. And if I'm going to grab the 3.5 with the T-Wolves, expect them to keep it that razor sharp, I'd rather get the plus money, man, me personally. So I'm taking a shot with the Wolves on the money line as I think they avoid the sweep and go get gentlemen swept in Denver. As we know, the Nuggets go stupid, dummy, crazy at home, man. That's how I think this one plays out. I think the T-Wolves actually come out here with maximum effort and try to win this game 4. They're not coming back in the series. We've never seen nobody come back down 3-0, but the Nuggets, they're not that same juggernaut on the road. Both home games in the regular season, we did see the T-Wolves win really comfortably. And I know most teams would probably fold in this situation as Game 3 is the game where we typically see the team that's down 2-0 at home push out maximum effort. But this is the Timberwolves we talking about, man. The most unorthodox team we've seen all year. They just didn't fit any metric we tried to put them in, man. They just do what they want to do. They're a weird, odd team, man. And I just got this severe gut feeling that they win this game today, man. I do. So I'm going to roll with it, man. I'm getting plus money. I think the Nuggets win this in 5. Close them out in Denver. T-Wolves, man. Please don't disappoint me tonight, man. I know. We're betting the house of disappointment again, man. I know. But I really do believe it's the right side, and I think they get this win today. So, it is what it is. House of disappointment, money line for me. Here in this one. And that's going to conclude today's episode on the Jam Session on April 23rd, 2023, man. Thank y'all for watching. Smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe if you're new. And drop y'all like down in the comments. As you know, I love going through, seeing what y'all like, man. My best bets, the ones that I'm placing tonight, the ones that I got the most money on, man. You can find in that link in the description. Takes you right to my Handicapper page. And that's where my top plays are, man. And we did drop both top plays yesterday, which was super frustrating. That's the first time since baseball has been here that we've dropped both top plays in the same day. I think there's been, 23 days of baseball. So the last 23 days, at least one of the top 2 plays has hit. They both dropped yesterday. Still had a positive premium day, though, as we went 3-2. It's just the 2 top bets didn't come to fruition, man. It's okay. We'll get back on track on both of those today, man. We've been red hot on both, man, so I'm not worried at all. We'll get back on track. 17, 9, and 1. Last 27 on the NBA Jam Session play. And 16 of 22 on the MLB play of the day, man. So, red hot the last few days on those plays, man. We'll get back on track. No need to panic. But the best thing to do, man, is just hop on something long-term, man. Instead of buying every play every day individually, just hop on a long-term package. 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, monthly, yearly, or seasonal. I've been red hot this month. Over 1,000 units the past 30 days. I'm up. Both sports, man. Hop on something long-term. Save yourself some money, man, instead of buying every play individually. And you get every play for the duration of the package that I release, man. Every sport, NBA, hockey, and baseball right now, man. So do yourself a favor. Cop something long-term, man, and let's continue making money over here at Pick Dawgz, man. Follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJ, and I should be back later on today with my live show, man. It's probably going to be around the same time it was yesterday. 2 Central, 3 Eastern, right before Golden State and Sacramento kickoff. So 1 hour earlier than usual, man. 2 Eastern. 2 Central, 3 Eastern today. 2 Central, 3 Eastern today. Come spend some time with me later on today as we try to cook up this NBA. Per usual, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. Try to keep it rolling. Let's try to keep it rolling. See y'all later on today, man. Let's make some money tonight. And I'm out of here.